Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. Today's video is the latest installment of the series, Who Makes the 53. In this edition, I'll be going over the interior linebacker position, how many guys make the 53, and who I believe those guys will be. I'll be going over roles as well as how they fit the scheme. So without further ado, let's get it. First, I want to talk about Blake Martinez. Coming off a season-ending injury, will Martinez be ready physically to start the season? Even more importantly, will he be ready mentally? That's the first question. My next question is, how does a healthy Martinez fit the scheme? In my opinion, Martinez is a fit for Wink's scheme. The ability to stop the run where Blake racks up tackles, the ability to blitz interior gaps, we have seen him do that as well. Then lastly, his ability to hit his drops in coverage. Martinez has 4 career interceptions, he has 5 career forced fumbles, and 13 career sacks. A guy who is coming off his first major injury. Will he be the Blake Martinez we know? A clear leader on the field is what is needed in New York. The question is, will he be ready? And I hope so. The next guy I want to go over is Tate Crowder. Coming into the league as Mr. Irrelevant, a title given to the last selection of the draft, Crowder, in my opinion, has overachieved. When drafted, I didn't believe he would contribute as a starter the way that he has. We all remember the scoop and score in 2020 where Crowder iced the game against Washington. And Crowder rode that momentum into the 2021 season where he became a full-time starter next to Martinez. And although Crowder has some limitations, he has shown to be a guy that's constantly around the ball. Crowder is solid in a lot of areas. He's good in others, but he is not great. So as he continues to develop, I would like to see him grow into a more dominant linebacker, but his size may be against him. In my opinion, Crowder definitely makes the 53, but will be challenged as the starter. A guy that is popular with coaches is Coughlin. Coughlin has spent, the first 2 years of his career bouncing around from the edge room to the interior linebacker room. But all in all, he's made his career as a key special teamer. To me, that is where his value lies the most. Can he come in a pinch and give you some defensive snaps? Absolutely. He has 1 career sack with 2 QB hits. Coughlin has shown that he can get pressure, and he has a very high motor. When it comes to Coughlin, I just think that he's on that bubble, especially between him and the next guy I want to go over. But Coughlin is a guy that is, a fan favorite to some that watch his game closely. We do know that he gets some high praise. He's a practice guy. He's always where he needs to be, and a very smart player. So good luck to Coughlin going into training camp. The next guy I want to mention is Cam Brown, the epitome of a special teamer. The guy adds so much value as a special teamer, you almost have to write him in as a guy that makes the 53. When Brown was first drafted, I had high hopes of him being more, especially in a weak linebacker room. But Crowder was the guy that moved, to the forefront in comparison to Brown. To me, he seems like he may be stuck in a role as a special teamer mostly. Can he come in as in a pinch as well? Possibly to fill in for some snaps. But right now, I see him as, just a special teams guy. Nothing wrong with that at all. There's some guys that made their career on special teams, and Cam Brown might just be one of those guys. Okay, so next I want to get to the rookies. So the Giants spent day 3 of the draft with 2 intriguing linebacker picks. So in the 5th round, the Giants selected Micah McFadden out of the University of Indiana. And at that time, I was like, who? And immediately I ran to YouTube to find out, who this guy is. Also at the time, Darien Beavers was still available, and I was upset, that he wasn't the pick. After watching some tape of McFadden, to me he looks like a Blake Martinez clone. And you heard me say that before, and he can even be more athletic. McFadden is a leader, and he flashes all over the tape. He's a sure tackler. capable blitzer, and he can make plays in pass coverage. He did it in college. You can see his instincts, especially in that Penn State game this past season, going against some quality competition. I see McFadden as the future replacement, for Martinez, and that could happen more sooner than later. So I just told you how mad I was when we drafted McFadden when Beavers was still available. But then in the 6th round, lo and behold, with the final pick of our draft, the Giants selected Darien Beavers, and I was ecstatic. Beaver is an alpha, the leader of a talented Cincinnati defense. Beavers is also a vocal leader that shows his toughness and ability on the field as well as off the field. He's another short tackler with the ability to bring pressure as well as affect the passing game in zone drops and limited in man-to-man, but still, all in all, a good defender, versatile defender. To me, Beavers is a steal and for sure makes this 53. I see Beavers contributing in special teams right away with McFadden, but I also see the duo as being the future interior linebackers for years to come. And so now that I have the breakdowns out of the way, I believe that the Giants will keep 5 interior linebackers, one of those spots being a core special teamer. The interior linebackers that make the 53, in my opinion, will be, without a surprise, Blake Martinez, possibly starting on the PUP list though. Next guy I have is Tate Crowder as the initial starting weak side linebacker. Next I have Micah McFadden, who could be the starter next to Crowder, depending on the health of Martinez. Darien Beavers will be 4th. I'd like to see him battle his way into contributing on special teams and eventually beats out Crowder in the snap count for the 2022 season. And then the hardest decision is picking between Carter Coughlin and Cam Brown. But ultimately, I think Brown is a better special teamer and makes the squad over Coughlin. Maybe. I'm still stuck on that decision, but right now I'm leaning towards Brown in that 5th spot for interior linebacker. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, I thank you for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm close to 200 subscribers, and I appreciate all of you. From one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Nose, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.